Yo, what is up, folks? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope everyone is enjoying a fantastic Monday. Man, folks, I got to talk about last night's game between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. That was an absolute ass whooping that the Dallas Cowboys gave against the New York Giants. 40-0. Prior to the game, I had the Dallas Cowboys winning this one. I thought it was going to be close, probably around 23-13, somewhere around those lines. But 40-0. I mean, New York Giants fans, they should be embarrassed and ashamed with what they had to witness last night. It was a long night in the rain. Daniel Jones was just awful, folks. I mean, if you just look at the numbers, 15-28, 104 yards, 2 interceptions, a pick six. He was also sacked 7 times in that game. He had a passer rating of 32.4 and a QBR on a scale of 0 to 100 and 8.4. 8.4. And early in the game, the Giants, on their first drive, they were moving the ball well. Daniel Jones had some key runs. And then on third down in the Dallas Cowboys red zone, a terrible snap. They moved back a couple of yards. Then the field goal. And it was blocked. It was blocked and then later returned for a touchdown. Dallas, after the Giants drive, they settled with the field goal after Dak Prescott hooked up with CeeDee Lamb on that big passing play. And then 9-0. Okay, an opportunity for the Giants to forget about the mistakes they had on their last 2 drives. Okay, this is an opportunity for you to put some points on the board. Daniel Jones threw a pass to Saquon Barkley, and then Trayvon Diggs just, bam, he just smashed Saquon Barkley and led to a pick six, in which it was later returned by DaRon Bland. Micah Parsons was without question the best player out on that football field. The Giants' offensive line, they could do nothing to stop him. The Cowboys' defense collectively, they sacked Daniel Jones 7 times. 7 times. 7 times in that game. It was horrendous. The Dallas Cowboys also collected 3 turnovers. So, what were my takes on the Dallas Cowboys defense? They got better. Although it's just one game, but compared to their last 2 years, it looked like they got a lot better. Dan Quinn is still their defensive coordinator. Dan Quinn, since he became the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, has been exceptional. Micah Parsons is definitely in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I believe he will win Defensive Player of the Year. Trayvon Diggs played well. DeMarcus Lawrence played well. Dallas's defense is capable of getting to a Super Bowl. As for the offensive side, as it pertains to Dallas, you didn't really ask much from Dak Prescott. 13-24, 143 yards. QBR 72.7, passer rating of 72. Tony Pollard played well, and that was also because of the offensive line with Ty Smith and Zach Martin. 14 carries, 70 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. The longest run he had was 25 yards. Dallas Cowboys just obliterated the New York Giants. The Dallas Cowboys, I actually had them winning the NFC East division this season. Because when has it been since a team in that division won it back-to-back years? When is it that a team in that division has won it back-to-back years? You got to go back to the Eagles in 03 and 04. Okay? Dallas Cowboy fans are pretty ecstatic because when they see this type of performance from their defense, oh my God. I mean, without a doubt, their defense was the best in the NFL yesterday. Mike McCarthy, also to his credit, and I've been very critical of Mike McCarthy as it pertains to offense and play calling and clock management, and I also thought he was nothing more than a product of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. In terms of the play calling last night, he did well. They ran the ball more than they threw the ball. The Dallas's offense, they had 30 carries for 122 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns. You can win with that. When you play that exceptionally well, defensively and when you run the football. So I thought Mike McCarthy did well as far as running the football, establishing the run, not asking Dak Prescott to do an awful lot. And Dak last night didn't really need to do that much because of how dominant the Dallas Cowboys defense was. So I want to give credit where credit is due to Dallas. They won that game. It was more to do with great Cowboys. It was more to do with Mike McCarthy's play calling. I thought his play calling went well by establishing the run more, not asking Dak Prescott to do too much. Dan Quinn deserves a ton of credit because ever since he became the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, he has changed life for the Dallas Cowboys. Defensively, not just the players with Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, but Dan Quinn's presence. Because before Dan Quinn, their defense in 2020, last year, they were atrocious. But Dan Quinn has energized that defense, and they've been playing exceptional. Now, with the good comes with the bad with the New York Giants. Look, they gave Saquon Barkley the franchise tag. Daniel Jones, 4-year, $160 million contract. They did add some pieces in Darren Waller and Jalen Hyatt. And last year, they're coming off a playoff appearance. Brian Daboll won Coach of the Year. And they also won a playoff game. This performance was unacceptable by the New York Giants. I did not have them winning this game, but considering that it is against the Dallas Cowboys, a team that you play in the division twice a year, the rivalry, for you in that season opener at home to play that bad is completely unacceptable. So the Giants, they have an awful lot of work to do. And unfortunately, if they continue to have these types of performances, it's only going to get worse for the New York Giants. They should be better next week because you can't get any worse than what you were last night. So those were my takeaways from the game. I think it's more great Dallas Cowboys than bad New York Giants. But that's my opinion, folks. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. What do you make of the game? How much faith do you have in the Dallas Cowboys moving forward, not only in the division, but also to compete and win the NFC? Because outside of Philadelphia and San Francisco, you can make a case for Dallas coming out of the NFC. And how much concern do you have with the New York Giants? Other than that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Enjoy the rest of your day, and God bless.